What's up, people? Alright, what I got for y'all here today, pretty unique. So this is one of the guns that's real special to me. This is a AR-15 platform, but it's chambered in 450 Bushmaster. So what I like about this build, or what makes this build so special, if I were to say, is that this gun, or this firearm here, excuse me, I built here at my own home. Like, your parts are not going to be, you won't be able to find this gun recreated as a retailer. This is a pretty much 100% custom built from scratch, and I'll go over all the parts and kind of showcase you. She is a little dirty right now, but we'll go from there. But rule number one, first things first, you got to check to make sure she's unloaded. So what I have her loaded in today, standard 7-round mag. So that's empty. Okay, and she is dirty. I have shot her. So I'll go over this gun with you. Go ahead and hold it open. There we go. Just so I can hold the bolt back. Like I said, nothing in there. She is dirty. I have shot her. Alright, so going from the rear of the gun all the way to the front. So first off, what we have here, I have a Luthor collapsible stock, and it's fully adjustable. The butt comes out and the cheek riser comes up. Fully adjustable that way. Even has a Picatinny rail on the bottom for a extra bipod or what have you. Okay. The buffer tube that I have right here. The buffer tube I got from a website and had it Cerakoted silver, because I wanted to go kind of a black and silver, as you can see with her. And most importantly, we'll get to both receivers. The grip is a Fab Defense molded custom grip, which I really like on her. Dust cover is once again, that unfinished, because that's the kind of one I wanted to go with. Forward assist, this is a Timber Creek charging handle. It does really good. The optic that I have on her is the Vortex AMG UH1 holograph, and it is sighted for night vision for nighttime hunts. So the reason this gun, the reason I made this gun, I wanted a really good hog hunting gun, and like I said, to me the best time to do hog hunting is at night. But the upper is an Aero Precision upper on a Anderson lower. So like I said, I'm talking about this part right here, and this is the lower. Of course, the lower I painted myself, as you can see. I did the fire safe, and even the locos, did those in silver as well, or white, however it comes out. The trigger is a Rise Armaments 3.5 pound single stage drop-in trigger. So real small reset, real light trigger. So and I love its performance to death. Once again, I got it silvered or grayed with the cutout, same as the trigger guard right here, which that's also a Timber Creek that I got. So now, go ahead and pop it back. So the bolt carrier. Bolt carrier group I actually found online. I wanted a kind of like a shiny silver one, I guess you would say. And I ended up finding a website that they did the custom look that I wanted, and it is Cryptics Coating. Like I said, it's a pretty good bolt carrier group from what I can say, and I'll pull her apart here in a second. The handguard is a Davison Defense Avalon 15 inch, and I have on it right here. And the barrel is an 18 inch semi-bull 875 gas diameter, and the gas tube or gas block I have on it, I'm not sure if y'all can see that. I'll get it to focus, but it is a SA fully adjustable gas block. Coming down here to the tip, the muzzle brake. That is a Precision Armaments, basically a 3-inch muzzle brake, and it turns her into a cannon. I mean, I cannot emphasize how loud that muzzle brake is on this gun, but at the same time, that's kind of what I wanted. Everybody wants to go for suppressors. I like loudness. Louder the better. Don't ask me why I like that. That's just how I am. So let me go ahead and pull her apart and let you look at the internals. Okay. Start right here. And I'll be going over a cleaning video later on, kind of show you all this. Said the bolt's dirty, so I'll take a better look at that. Wipe that down. No fun showing clean girls, at least this one, you know, hey, I actually shoot my stuff and I actually run it. And I don't shoot it just for 1-2 times. I'll put boxes of ammo through it at the range just because I can. Like I said, no issues with this bolt carrier group so far. Really good. Like I said, gas key staked, everything like that. The bolt is for 450, 458 SOCOM, so it will run 450. So put it back up. Actually, I want to make that little video, and I'll be doing later on the cleaning guide on how to do it. Another thing, the buffer tube. So if you're wanting to get one of these or build you one, but you don't want to go standard 5.56 or 300 blackout or what have you, you want to go to the bigger calibers, something like 450, 458 SOCOM, 50 Beowulf, things like that. The first thing you'll notice on this upper receiver up here at the top is right here it says XL. So you need an upper XL receiver to chamber those wider diameter casings. The standard 5.56, you know, mil spec is not going to do it. The cartridges is just too fat to get ejected, so you need to make sure you get you some type of a Magnum, or in this case, a Aero Precision XL, what I have, and got it relatively cheap. I think what, $79 for the strip upper. Okay. So what I wanted to show y'all is buffer system. So if I can get this girl to come apart. She's still narrow, kind of. There she comes. Just like that. Thank you, box. So there is trigger mechanism. Just kind of show you here. Like I said, guns on safe, won't click on fire. You know. Just like that. So the reset on her is very, very minimal. But the buffer tube, let's go ahead and get that girl out. If I can. She's still kind of. You have one of them girls that she don't want to cooperate with you. There she comes. All right. I was saying what makes this one so hard. You can read it right there. This is a Geisley H3 buffer, and the Geisley braided buffer spring. That's what I went to, and it really cut down a lot on the vibration and. What one of my coworkers like to call it, the boing noise. Whenever you hit it, every time you hear that spring, you boing, boing. So cuts down on a lot of that. But I do have some videos of me shooting her, but because of the cheap microphone that I bought for my set, it's like popping in the video. I'm not sure if I want to include it. I might not. But yeah, look for another video, cleaning video down the line to show you how I take care of this girl. Like I said, she's very special to me. So, this girl, jeez. Do that. Come on. As you can see, she's still new. God, man. This girl don't want to cooperate today. She does not want to cooperate today. It's like, no, you left me dirty in the safe. Hell no, I don't want to do that. Come on, girl. life of a YouTuber, man, I tell you. So I'm trying to get this back on. So the barrel I got custom made. What do you mean by custom made? No, I didn't go to a website. Come on, girl. Let me flip her around here. Usually got more work coming from underneath her. Didn't go to any type of website to buy the barrel full. No, I actually ordered this barrel. There she goes, custom made. I went to a website called shawsbarrels.com or shawscustombarrels.com. I can't remember exactly. I'll put it in the top comment for you. Matter of fact, I'll put in links to all the websites I got parts for this girl. Now, some of the parts, like I said, the upper receiver or the lower receiver, I just got from my place of business. I'm not going to disclose who I work for, but background check and everything, so don't worry. She came with a strip blower, so that she's already serialized, and yes, I've already passed the background check and bought her. But yeah, if you're looking to want to start building, these things are super easy to build. You just need a certain set of tools and all that. She's super oily. Put her back on safe. Like I said, this gun is awesome. I said my first ever AR build, I guess you were saying. I didn't do just click one upper to a lower and I'm done. No, I went full thing. If I want to do a build, I'm going to do it right. So, like I said, and this fully adjustable stock is collapsible. Just know one thing: if you go with the stock and you try to charge it, not going to. Gonna run into that problem. So, but gun fits me just fine, so I have no issues with it. Like I said, the cheek riser's fully adjustable, everything like that, and all I got right there is just a standard 7-round mag. Now, whenever the casings are so big that they single stack into it. Now, one issue I have found with this girl is that if you fully stack a mag and try to insert it, and there's not already one in the chamber or of course I have it, or the bolt is not pushed back, you're going to have a real hard time getting this in there because it doesn't want to click. I have noticed that with her. But to do a full 7-round man, rack it back and go, I mean, I have to really slam that mag into the well and then rack it back, but it's not really the way that she's put together and the way the parts function on this one. I'm not saying you could do it to yours. She doesn't want to accept the full mag, so she doesn't really like accepting a full mag. So, but yeah, the barrel, Shaw Customs barrel. So she's 450 chambered and 450 Bushmaster, and the twist rate, I know some of y'all that's important, but the twist rate on her is a 1. Ready for this? 1 in 24 twist rate. So you know you're messing with the heavy caliber when you have that kind of twist rate. I mean, but what is it? Typically your 308s are what, 1 in 10, 1 in 12, something like that. This is a 1 in 24 rotation. So like I said, super simple to put together. I'm not saying that you can just go out and buy parts, put them together. You have to have some knowledge of, you know, the gun and how it operates and functions. So other than that, and the right tools, you got to know what kind of armor's wrench you need for the barrel nut, things like that, and go from there. And I'm not going to take anything apart else from this gun until I do my cleaning video. And she needs to be cleaned. I got about 50 rounds through her. You've already seen how dirty that bolt carrier is, and it's not that this gun wouldn't survive anything past that. Believe me, I put more through her and cleaned her, but the simple fact is that the cartridges are so big for this gun that it just dirties her up real quickly. So on your standard AR, 200, 300 rounds, you don't really necessarily have to clean it. On this one, a little bit less. So the last time I took her out, I put about 40 rounds through her, and you've seen how dirty she got. So, but yeah, I wanted to share this video with y'all because this one is real special to me. Like I said, very first AR I've ever built, and I pieced her all together right here on this very bench. Took me, as far as budget wise, so budget versus custom. So this is more of a custom build than a budget build. Now, I'm not going to be an advocate saying, oh, it's high quality or nothing, anything like that. If you want to do a simple budget build, yes, you can get a good reliable one put together for about $300, $400, $500, something like that, for a decent budget build. But this one right here, I might surprise some of y'all. The custom parts, custom barrel, handguard, the optic, everything on this gun, this whole setup right now, even the magazine, I'm going to include that price. So this is the accumulation of about 11 months worth of tracking down the parts, buying the parts, getting the parts to fit, cussing out springs for bending a spring or breaking a pin. Good Lord, I know I went through 2 or 3 pins on this girl just trying to get it set in. Jeez. But 11 months and a price tag, a drum roll please, of $2,300 in an 11-month time span. Now normally where I work at, spending $2,300 up front is almost nigh impossible for a luxury item like this. I'm going to classify it as a luxury item because I built this out of luxury, not necessity. I mean, I already have guns for necessity, but this is just something I wanted to build, and I didn't have to build this gun. That's why I'm putting her in that category of luxury, and I'm very grateful I had the opportunity to. But for someone that works on my paycheck, getting a high quality firearm such as this, or the high quality parts I mean, it almost seems better doing it out that way, buying little bits at a time and all that stuff, and just putting the parts to the side until you do get her all together. Now, as far as building wise, with all the right tools and techniques used, it took me about, I'm going to include all the mess up work too, breaking the pins and all that stuff. It took me about 2.5 hours to get this girl together. Just 2.5 hours, that's all it was. Even did all this paint work myself. So if you ever buy when I got this lower receiver, I got it on sale for $49.99, but it just came all black. I had to do all the paint and stuff myself. She runs nice and neat. There we go. Just load the mag. Like I said, once again, mag is empty. Chamber is clear, as you can see, but just like that. Bolt release does its job. Bolt case does the job. Release works just fine. Magazine comes right out. No issues whatsoever. So I'm really, really happy with how she turned out. Like I said, just put it back down. So I don't know. Like I said, tell me in the comments below. Tell me what you guys think about her, or okay, let's be 100% honest. I really don't care what you guys think about her. I built her for me and me alone. So, but what are your aspirations for a build? Do you want to go something maybe a little shorter? You want to drive something with in a different caliber, or if you have some questions about how hard was it to get the pins? I'm gonna tell you right now, this one right here for the bolt release catch, that was a monster to get in. That's one of the pins that and I didn't break that one, but I had to get a spare replacement because when I was tapping it in, didn't have it in securely all the way, and when I hit it, it shot off into the ether, and I have yet to still see that one. And I've cleaned this garage twice since then, so no telling where she went at. But yeah, I said in the comments below, tell me what y'all think. Like, what are your builds that you want to build? How crazy do you want to go with it? Do you want to go a full, gun wrap or something along that line, or you want to do something? I've been asking people, my thoughts on patriotic builds. Something with, American flags on it, or their state flag on it, and all that stuff. And I was telling like what resources or how hard it is to do all that stuff. Which a lot of that involves like Cerakoting, which I don't really Cerakote my stuff. I always pay to have my parts shipped off and for that stuff to get done. But as far as anything else, yeah, just I'm kind of curious to know what builds y'all want to do. If y'all want to do one of the tactical builds, or y'all want to do something real borderline way out of left field. Just something crazy, like I said, which I do have a couple of crazy builds in mind that I'm sure is going to intrigue some people and irritate even more people. But I'm one of those gun guys. It is your build. Build it how you want it. Build it to build it the way it fits you, your budget, your lifestyle, and the situation you might need it for. Like a lot of my stuff I do all this for fun. Going to the gun ranges, go hunting and all that stuff. That's all I ever see my firearms. They're just, I look at firearms the same way I look at bow and arrows. People like doing archery for fun. I like shooting firearms for fun. And this one right here, she is definitely a fun girl. About her kick, how hard she kicks. She actually isn't that bad for the round she shoots. She shoots a 450 Bushmaster, like I said, and I don't have one on me. I really don't have any that close hands, and I don't want to get up and go leave just to go show you. I'll probably have one to show you on the cleaning video when I do ever. So, but the recoil on her is not as bad as you would think. Now, what gets most people about this gun is actually the boom whenever you squeeze the trigger. The noise she generates is fairly loud. Of course, that has to do a lot with the brake, because it cones it out and just like that. But the kick on her is not that bad. I want to say it's comparable to I want to say about a bird shot 12 gauge load, small brass 12 gauge load, and that's the way she runs. So, yeah. I hope y'all guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, send me some comments down below, and y'all have a good one. Peace.